She slid the last gift across the table like it was nothing. An iPhone 16 Pro Max, shiny, sealed. Number 4 that afternoon. Every grandchild had one now, except my daughter. My little girl sat there, hands in her lap, pretending not to notice. And my mother-in-law smiled. That polite, poisonous smile. "She's not really part of the family," she said, as if the words were a joke, as if I should laugh. I didn't. I looked her in the eye and said, calm as glass, "You have 24 hours to get out of my house." When I first met her, she called me dear. She hugged me too tightly, baked pies with my name carved in the crust. She said I made her son happy, and that was enough for her. I believed her. I thought the distance between us was just personality. She liked control, I liked peace. We could coexist. But the cracks showed early. She'd forget to tell me about family dinners. She'd take my husband aside to remind him what real women did. I brushed it off, kept my head down. I told myself, she'll come around. It was when my daughter was born that she sharpened the knife. At the hospital, she took the baby from my arms and whispered, "Finally, some real blood in the family." I laughed then, thinking it was just an awkward comment. But over the years, the pattern grew roots. She'd introduce my daughter to strangers as her son's kid, never my granddaughter. Christmas gifts were smaller. Forgotten birthdays became oversights. And then the iPhones. That afternoon, I felt the sting in my daughter's silence, the way she stared at the table instead of the shiny boxes. I saw my husband open his mouth to say something, but I lifted my hand. No, this was mine to handle. I didn't shout, didn't slam my hands on the table. I simply leaned back in my chair and studied her. 24 hours, I repeated. Her laugh faltered. "Excuse me? You're living here for free, eating my food, using my electricity. You insult my child under my roof, you don't get to stay." Her son, my husband, tried to jump in. I cut him off without looking at him. This is between her and me. The rest of the family thought I was bluffing. I wasn't. I spent that night gathering every scrap of leverage I had. The deed to the house, mine before I married her son. The utilities, all in my name. The Wi-Fi account, mine. I printed copies of the rental market listings for our area, just so she'd know what she was walking into. Then I called my lawyer. I didn't need to evict her legally, she wasn't on the lease, but I wanted everything airtight. I wanted no possible crack for her to slither back through. The morning came. She was in the kitchen, sipping coffee like nothing had happened. "Morning," I said. "Your time's up." Her cup froze mid-air. "You can't be serious." I slid the stack of papers across the table. "These say I am." "You're tearing this family apart." I leaned forward. "You did that the second you decided my daughter didn't belong." She tried to rally. "I'm his mother." "And I'm your landlord," I said softly. She thought my husband would stop me. She was wrong. He knew what I'd been holding back for years. The times I'd swallowed my pride to keep the peace. The moments I'd watched our daughter try to earn love that should have been hers by birthright. I told him once, "You get one chance to choose the right side when it counts." That morning, he looked at his mother and said, "She's right. You have to go." She packed slowly, like dragging out the hours might change the outcome. I didn't hover. I was in the living room with my daughter, helping her set up the phone I'd bought her that morning, not to match the others, but because she deserved it anyway. When my mother-in-law came down the stairs with her suitcases, my daughter didn't look up. That was her choice. I walked her to the door. "You'll regret this," she spat. I smiled. "You'll regret underestimating me." It's been 3 months. She's in a cramped one-bedroom across town. I heard she's selling jewelry to cover rent. Family dinners happen without her now. The rest of them saw what she was capable of and what I'm capable of. My daughter, she's thriving. She laughs louder. She sits taller. She doesn't glance at the table to see if she measures up. I used to think revenge was about making someone hurt the way they hurt you. It's not. It's about restoring balance. Making sure the person who tried to make you small will always know, that they failed. When I shut that door behind her, I didn't just take my house back. I took back the space she tried to shrink in my daughter's heart. And that's worth more than any phone in the world.